This video is created for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. All financial actions are your personal responsibility. Before starting, make sure you understand the risks and are prepared for them. Not knowing where to start is completely normal. You have ambitions, you have desires, but there are thousands of directions in front of you. I've been there myself. Hi, my name is Simon. I've been in this field for over 9 years, and today I'll show you how to grow in this space. Calmly, without pressure, jargon, or unnecessary rushing. We're not chasing quick results. Here it's different. You observe, analyze, see how things work in practice, and gradually build your understanding. And by the way, here's what one of my community members wrote a couple of days ago. I started with just my phone. No laptop, no theory, just started watching. Simon explains and answers questions personally, and it became easier to grasp. Let's go! I'll show you how it all works in real life. No fluff, just step by step. Sometimes I work from my laptop, sometimes from my phone. It all depends on where it's convenient to be in the moment. Today, all the necessary tools are already open and set up. The chart is in front of me. I calmly watch how the situation unfolds and analyze it in real time. I see the movement on the screen. It's going up smoothly without sharp jumps. Everything looks calm and consistent. I decide to open in the same direction and continue observing what happens. When the chart moves smoothly and predictable, it can be a good moment to join in and watch how the situation develops. But before we begin, if you feel like you want to truly understand, welcome to my traders community. This is not just a channel, it's a space where you're not alone. We don't just watch my live streams, but we learn, ask questions, and get support. I host live sessions, answer questions personally, and show how the market works in practice. We analyze strategies together, not in a watch and copy format, but through understanding why and how things make sense. And yes, it's okay to be a beginner here. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to ask things you would be afraid to ask elsewhere. Here's what another community member wrote to me. I started with just my phone, knew nothing. Gradually, I began to understand, and it got easier to navigate thanks to Simon's explanations. Because the point is not about being perfect, the point is to start. If you don't just want to watch but truly dig deep, click the link below the video or in the pinned comment. Maybe this step will be the beginning of a change for you. I noticed the lines on the screen behave slightly differently. Sometimes such moments hint that something might be changing, plus the price is back in the zone where it previously stalled. I open upward carefully without rushing. It's important to look not just at the movement itself, but also at where it's happening. The context can tell you a lot. The upward movement lasted quite a while, but now it seems less confident. There's a sense that the direction is starting to shift. I decide to open downward, understanding that the movement may be entering a new phase. Sometimes after a low move, everything starts to change. It's not always obvious at first, but if you watch calmly, you can spot these moments. The indicator is back in the zone where similar reversals happened before. There's an upward response, and the lines confirm it. I open in the same direction and watch what happens next. If the situation repeats and you've seen similar behavior before, it might be a reason to engage and observe how it develops further. I see that after the recent upward move, the momentum is fading. I decide to open downward, not expecting anything specific, just to see how the situation behaves on the decline. Any movement can slow down. Sometimes it's a pause, other times the start of something new. The key is not to rush and stay observant. So, what do you think? If you're watching this, it means you're genuinely interested, and that's already a great first step. I've never been a fan of dry lectures. Instead, it's a dialogue. I analyze the market, members ask questions, and everything moves at a calm, understandable pace. We don't overwhelm you with theory. We open a chart, look at the situation, and explain. If you want to join and see for yourself, check the link in the description or the pinned comment. Everything's open. The price broke through a key level and retraced slightly. Such pullbacks happen quite often. I open upward and keep tracking how the current picture develops. Sometimes a small retracement gives you time to better understand what's happening. No rush, just move along with the situation. Earlier there was a strong upward move, but now the dynamics have changed, the behavior is different, shifting downward. I open downward and keep watching. A change in direction is not always obvious, but it becomes noticeable if you watch carefully and without unnecessary noise. The chart rose for a while but then stalled. The price is not making new highs anymore. The data has started moving in the opposite direction. I opened downward gently just to observe the continuation. If the movement loses strength and doesn't push further, it might be time to reassess what's happening. I see a steady downward move on the screen, smooth, without spikes. The data's behavior confirms the direction is holding. I open downward following this development. When the direction remains clear and unquestioned, you can simply stay with the movement and watch how it continues. This is roughly how I work every day. No rush, no guesses, no attempts to predict the future. It's a calm approach, no overload, no pressure, no unnecessary expectations. Observation, analysis, decisions only when there's something to lean on. Everything is calm, real-time, and without complications. Join if you'd like to see how it happens inside the community. How was it? I hope this video was helpful. I've only shown a small part of how you can look at the market without fear, panic, or guesswork. Inside the community, everything happens live. This is not traditional learning, it's experience, conversation, a chance to dive in if you're curious. I'm personally involved, I read questions, I answer, I explain. If this approach resonates with you, the link is below the video. Join via the link in the description or pinned comment to get closer to the process, the practice, the live breakdowns. Thanks for your attention. I'd love to see you in the live streams.